It's exciting when you win, it's exciting when you lose, because the process should be exactly the same. Whether you win or you lose, as you go back and you look and you find things that you could have done better, you find things that you've done well that worked, figure out how did they work, why did they work, and how can you make them work again.
It's time to pull that energy from fear, doubt, anxiety, out of competition and comparison. If you're gonna get it done, I need you to listen and focus.
The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them. And they're resolving within themselves, it's not over until I win.
You in a losing culture. You've been in a generation after generation after generation of losing. You're like, I'm dying. When you wake up in the morning, I expect to win. I expect it to be a great day. Listen to me very closely. I do not get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to lose. Expect to be successful. Expect it to be positive. When you set out for a goal, expect that it's going to happen. That's all I need you to do. Number one, expect it to happen. I'm going to show you how great I am.
What lies before us.
You will never win the battle if you don't get up.
Getting knocked down does not mean that you stay down. Getting knocked down doesn't mean that you're not breathing. Getting knocked down doesn't mean that it's over. Getting knocked down doesn't mean that you just stay on your back, because that ground is hard and it's cold. You better learn how to get up.
It's necessary that you associate with winners, that you work your system, that you are relentless, that you never give up. It's you. You've got to take personal responsibility. You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this, that it's hard. But you've got to say, it's not over until I win.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
I am ready to be a winner. I deserve to be a winner. I am destined. I am destined to be a winner. From this day forward, all I know is winning. Listen to me. I am determined, come hell or high water, to win.
We win because we are disciplined. We will not falter.
If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, with the help of God you'll get it.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose now.
Opinion is the first formal condition of achieving anything.
I'm going to win.
True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. Aspire to make a difference.
So you are what you are in this world.
Great things
Either
of
one or two
yourself
things.
before you can do them.
Either you're somebody or you're nobody. Never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So, keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So, keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work. While it may be frightening, it will also be rewarding. So you got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your
One
prayers,
door of happiness
or your
closes,
treasures.
another.
Because taking risk is not
Often
just about
we look
going
so long
for a
at the
job.
closed door that we do
It's
not
also
see the
about
one
knowing what you know
for us.
and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. To get something you never had, you have to do something
When you
you
want
never
something,
did.
all the universe conspires. in
Because the
helping
chances you
to
take,
achieve it.
the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you.
What you're supposed to do when you don't like a thing is change it.
You lost again
If you
and
can't
again and
change
again.
it,
The lights are cut off.
change
but
the way
you're
you
still
think
looking at
about
your
it.
dream, reviewing it
Don't
every
complain.
day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that
It's
are
the
running at their
possibility
dreams
of having a
know
dream come
that
true.
it's possible that you can live your dreams. That it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative. The people that are living their dream are finding winners
believe
to
that
attach
each of us
themselves
has
to.
a personal
The
calling
people that are
that
living
sets
their
them
dreams
independent.
are the people
And then the
that
best
know
way to
that if
succeed
it's going to
is to
happen, it's
discover
up to
what you
them.
love.
And they're
And
resolving
find a way
within
to offer
themselves,
it to
it's
others
not
who
over
excel.
until I win.
Working hard. will
Listen
also
to me very
allow the
closely.
energy of
Winners
the
win.
universe to lead you.
And losers lose. And there are those of you out there, you lose it and you don't deserve to
Always bear
lose.
in mind that your own resolution to succeed.
You put in the work, you worked hard, and you lose it. And I need you to do me a favor. This is the year to turn that around.
The people that are running after their dream
Three
know they're
great
going to have hard
essentials
times. They
to
keep
achieve
on running
anything worthwhile.
because they're saying within themselves,
First, hard work.
I'm the one, I'm the one. No
stick
matter
to
how
it.
bad it is or how bad it gets,
Third,
I'm going to
common
make
sense.
it. The people that are running
Rich
after their
people have
dreams
small
are the
TVs
people
and
that
big
are hungry.
libraries.
Listen to me very closely.
Small libraries and big
Some of you are broke. Listen to me, you flat out broke.
success. does
Right?
not
You ain't got
consist
gas
in never
money.
making mistakes.
And we're not just talking about money. You broke in your relationships, you broke in your health, and you're not broke because you have to be.
You're not obligated to win.
Right? And I'm telling you, your whole life is gonna change.
To the best.
If you would get off the couch, stop playing video games.
When other folk are having a good time, you've got to have the strength of character to concentrate, to read, to digest information. You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative.
Like for real, you broke. If you broke, you broke. Stop complaining. Stop going to a job you don't like. You are broke.
Which could have been their final sound.
Listen to me, you going to a job you don't like, you've been there 15, 20 years, and I ain't tripping on the job.
Getting what you want.
I'm not even saying you should quit the job.
Into what you get.
But I'm saying that after you get off work, just like you invest in them, you need to invest in yourself.
Winners are not afraid of losing.
And the problem is simple. You're not investing in your idea.
People who avoid
That you're always looking for a way to get over, always looking for a way that you can break through, and always looking for a way that you can strike a telling blow.
And you're broke because you're not getting the I.
do great things.
You're not understanding the I. I told you last week. It is about an invention, an idea.
I have learned that success is
And I've got to separate what I do from who I am.
as by the obstacle.
Listen to me. You ain't got
she
you
has
your
overcome
phone getting cut off.
succeed.
Own it up. Listen to me. You are broke.
You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this, that it's hard, but you've got to say, I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. I'm the one to become successful in this business. As you work to help other people become successful, that feeds your success. That if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, And if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish or cold, sickness or pain or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim, you besiege and beset it, with the help of God you'll get it. It's not over until I win.
You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you
gotta have care to have passion. And you hear people say all the time, I don't care. If that's you, you don't have passion. You gotta care, okay?
It's never too
you gotta
late
care
to
if
be
we win or lose.
What you might have been.
You gotta care if we come in last place. You gotta care if I don't win a championship, I'm gonna be pissed off. You gotta care if you get divorced. You gotta care if you file bankruptcy. You gotta care if you don't get the 3.0 GPA you shoot for. You filling your goals, you filling your plans, you filling your dreams, you filling your goals. At the end of the day, let me tell you something, Chef. You gotta care.
Everything you can imagine.
Because if you don't care, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. If you don't care, guess what? You ain't gonna grind. If you don't care, guess what? You gonna quit when it's getting tough. If you don't care, you gonna throw in the towel. So I'm here to tell you, the first thing we gotta do is get you to care about your future, get you to care about your goals, get you to care about succeeding, get you to care about failing. Let me tell you something. If you go into a jungle, there's two people who care.
You have been taught to believe.
That lion,
gears in your quest for abundance.
That gazelle.
Success
that gazelle wants to live another day,
and
that lion wants to eat so he can live another day. And let me tell you who's gonna win that battle.
Keep your friends.
The one who cares the most. Because that lion knows if I give all my energy after this gazelle, and if I miss the gazelle, if I don't catch the gazelle, I've exerted all this energy and I don't get to eat, I gotta wait for another day to eat. I'm in trouble because I won't have the same strength tomorrow. I won't have the same focus tomorrow. I won't have the same drive tomorrow. I won't have the same energy tomorrow. So I got to care enough that I see this opportunity, I see that gazelle coming by, I gotta get it. On the other hand,
care about what you do and work hard at
that gazelle is like, man, if I can elude this lion, I can live another day. If I can elude this lion, I can get home to my family. If I can elude this lion, I can get home to my baby. If I can elude this lion, I can get my family out the project. If I can elude this lion, we can get off welfare. If I can elude this lion, I can get out of bankruptcy. If I can elude this lion just one more day, maybe I can get off drugs. If I can just elude this lion, even in the jungle, the lion and the gazelle, the one who's gonna win, the one who cares the most. But I don't care where you are in life. I don't even care what your lot is in life. I don't care where your mama is. I don't care what your daddy is. I don't care what they did. I don't care how they are. I don't care your background. I don't care what house you're in. I don't care what neighbor you from. I don't care what side of the track that you're on. All I'm telling you right now is that until you care, you can't get to A. Inside your company, who cares the most? Inside your division, who cares the most? Inside your family, who cares the most? We gotta care, man.
Whatever the mind can conceive and believe,
if that lion is hungry enough, and if he care enough, he gonna get that gazelle.
When you show yourself to the world and display your talents,
it's fast enough,
you naturally stir all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations of insecurity.
Don't get away.
You cannot spend your life worrying about the petty feelings of
every
others.
day. You gotta care. And you gotta live your life like you're a lion.
Supreme excellence.
You gotta live your life like you are that gazelle.
Without fighting.
Hello, and welcome to your day.
We are all failures.
A day of fulfillment.
At least the best of us are.
A day of opportunity. A day of opportunities or challenges.
Judge your success by what you
that
have
may
to
come
give
your
up
way.
in order to get it.
What are your expectations? What is it that you ultimately want?
Between a successful person and others.
What are you looking to do?
not a lack of knowledge.
It is time for you to stop wandering
Lacking will.
in the wilderness and start focusing on the journey at hand.
Madness is genius.
Pushing yourself forward and working as hard as you can is only a fraction of what this journey is going to be all about. Will you be prepared? Are you prepared? Will you accept the fact that your birth was no accident? Will you accept the fact that there is a purpose attached to you? Will you accept the fact that you are a living, breathing testimony? It is time for you to stop feeling sorry.
We are all in the gutter.
It is time for you to stop doubting. It is time for you to stop being afraid. The risk that you take in most cases are the greatest victories of all. You cannot sit back and wait and wonder and think that you do not know what it is that you are seeking. You are seeking success.
Yesterday is history.
You are seeking victories.
Today
you are seeking growth.
Which is why
you are seeking potential. Because you, my friend, are the greatest creation on earth.
I have not failed.
All you have to do is fight for what it is that you believe in. Push with integrity. Don't just hope for it. Will it. Don't just think about it. Be about it. If you want something, you have to go get it. It's all business, nothing personal. Stop keeping your head down. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. If you want it, go get it. It's yours. Your body, your mind, your soul. It is one. All you gotta do is go out there and get what it is that you are looking for. It is not going to be easy, my friend. It is not going to be a walk in the park where you can walk and smile all day. There are going to be some dark days. There are going to be some rainy days. There are going to be some sunny days. But at the end of the day, you are above ground and not under it. It is time for you to push harder than you've ever pushed in your life.
Sometimes it takes a big
It is time for you to work as hard as you can. I want you to take a look in the mirror. The image in the mirror, that is not who you are. You are greater than the image in the mirror. You walk. You push. You do whatever it takes. You keep working hard. You dig deep. You find a way. You make a way. This is your time. Don't wait for somebody else to give you something. Earn it. You work for it. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business. And I believe collectively as a group, we're going to kick the competition's butt because we understand how important it is to think, execute, and dominate. Suck it up!
No one can make you feel inferior without
Suck it up! Get tough. People want to have success. People want to make a lot of money, but they want it to be easy without any challenge.
Die tomorrow.
You think it was easy for me to become one of the top 450 basketball players in the world that you never heard of? The only way I made it to the NBA is I was fundamentally sound, I was mentally tough, and I never quit.
Cannot drive out darkness.
And even when I wanted to quit, I had people in my life that would make sure I didn't
quit. Cannot drive out hate. Only love can do
I
that.
hired and set out the top 10 motivational speakers, watched all their videos, and I watched them one by one because I understand that if I pay attention
Without
to what
music,
the best are doing,
life
I can
would
be
be
the
a
best too.
mistake.
I watched game film on Michael Jordan. No matter how much I watched, I couldn't do what Michael Jordan could do. I would watch Magic Johnson. I couldn't do what Magic Johnson would do, but I sat there and had these videos. I watched Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins. My whole wife was scared. I was scared. I called into my office and I said what husbands say. I said, babe, we're gonna be okay. Every month the checking
The
account
secret of happiness, you see, is not
I said,
found in
babe, we're gonna be
seeking
okay.
more, but in
Let's start a
developing the
motivational
capacity
speaker.
to enjoy less.
I go to Jerry Sloan and I say, Jerry, I'm trying to make your team,
Have no
but since
fear
we
of
don't
perfection.
scrimmage, I feel like
You'll
I
never
can
reach
show
it.
you what I can do. Go to the corral, hear me clearly, listen to his
Success is
answer,
stumbling
and it
from
will
failure
unlock
to
some
failure with
mysteries
no
as to how you become the best in the world at what you do over a long period of time.
The worst
Jerry,
part of success is
I'm trying to
find
make your
someone who
team,
is happy for
but
you.
I feel like I can't show you what I can do. He says,
Anyone
Walter,
whose goal is
I already
something
know
higher
what you can do.
must expect
But if you want to make
someday
my team,
to suffer vertigo.
I suggest you
What
listen,
is vertigo?
follow
Fear of
direction,
falling?
and
No.
execute.
Vertigo is something other than fear of failure.
Listen.
It is the voice of the empty
Follow direction.
which tempts and lures us.
And
It
execute.
is the desire
What I didn't realize, even though we didn't scrimmage in practice, throughout practice, we did drills, and he created what I call habits and rituals. Every single day, practice was the same. Every single day, we drilled on fundamentals. Every single day, we worked on habits and rituals. So even though my mind was floating, even though I was selfish and self-centered, he was conditioning me into the culture through practice of habits and rituals. The reason why I tripled my NBA income in 3 years is because of habits and rituals. Next year, if your name didn't get called to come across the stage, I'm here to tell you they will call your name next year if you go back home and execute habits and rituals.
All human
wanted to
actions have
scrimmage
one or more
for
of
me.
these 7 causes.
But Jerry Sloan was getting me
Chance,
ready to play for the
nature,
Utah Jazz.
compulsion,
So every day,
habit,
it was about habits
reason,
and rituals.
passion,
Having
and
hot
desire.
food is about habits and rituals. Great customer service is about habits
Envy
and
is
rituals.
the ultra
Being the best in the
desire.
world at what you do, being a pro, is all about habits and rituals.
We suffer more often in imagination.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard. Those times when you stay up late and you work hard. Those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it
It is
anyway.
not always the same thing to be a good man
That is actually
and
the
a good
dream.
citizen.
That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
As is the
And
tale.
if you guys can understand that,
How long it
then what you'll see happen
how good it
is that you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come. relationship.
If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse.
You guys can understand that.
But if you can tame one, you can tame
Thank you
all.
guys so much. I love you. Mamba out.
Without friends, no one would want to live, even if you had all other goods.
Man, let's go. It's
But
time.
my friend, care for your sight.
You got
Know
one life to
thyself.
live. It's time to get it
Once we
done.
know ourselves, we may learn how to care for
I don't know
ourselves.
who you are, where you're from, but get it done. It's time to listen. It's time to focus.
Don't confuse
What
me
haven't
with
you been able to accomplish? What has stopped you? What has haunted you? Why are you losing sleep over it?
The beginning of wisdom is the definition
All
of
roads
terms.
lead back to what you're focusing on and who you're listening to. Energy flows where focus goes. So what are you
Only
focused on?
time can heal.
If you haven't been able to get it done, today marks the first day of the best days of your life. So where focus goes, energy flows. I'm talking to you. If you're gonna get it done, I need you to listen and focus.
Nor mistreat anyone,
At all costs,
no matter how
protect
one
your
has been
peace.
mistreated by him.
If you're gonna get it done, you gotta let some things go.
Human behavior
Stop
flows from
waiting to
premium
feel like it. Stop
desire,
waiting until you see it. Stop waiting for somebody to come and save you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. The problem with many of you is that you're focused on your fears. You're focused on the risk more than you are the reward. The prize goes to the hardest worker in the room. The question is, how bad do you want this?
Ignorance is the cause of fear.
The problem with many of you is that you're not tired enough. You're focused on the pain of the process more than you are the glory on the other
easiest and
side.
noblest way is not
You're listening to the
crushing
wrong
others,
people.
but to be improving
You're
yourself.
listening to the wrong voices. It's time to pull that energy from fear. Pull that energy away from doubt.
Madness of life is the
How
greatest of
bad
God's blessings.
do you want this? If you can hear my voice, I'm just wondering if you are bold enough, if you are daring enough,
Putting things
if
off
your
is the
faith
biggest
is
waste of life.
outrageous enough
Snatches away
to
each
take a
day
chance
that
on
comes,
yourself.
denies us the present.
It's
by
time to
promising the
manifest.
future.
It's time to
Greatest
get it done.
obstacle to living is
Fight,
expectancy.
fight, fight
Hangs upon
for your
tomorrow
future.
and loses today.
It may hurt, but
You
get it
are
done.
arranging
With
life
tears in your
with
eyes, get it
control.
done.
And
If
abandoning
nobody believes in you,
lies
get it
and
done. If the person you love most walks out on you, get it done. If your children don't believe in you, get it done. If your spouse don't believe in you, get it done.
live immediately.
It's always impossible until it's done. So get it done. Over the course of my life, I've come to realize that in order to get things done, there are some things I've got to get over. And that's the problem with many of you, that you're not over the relationship gone bad. You're not over the job that you lost. You're not over the person that walked out on you, the people and the places where you've experienced trauma and anguish. You're not over it. You're not over the fear. You're not over the anxiety. You don't smile anymore. You don't laugh anymore. You don't love like you used to. And there's some things you're going to have to get over. You have not been able to get it done because you're carrying so much weight from the past.
Courage is knowing what not
Don't
to fear.
feel like it. But newsflash, stop waiting to feel it. At the end of the day, you can listen to 1,000,000 motivational speeches, but you are going to have to wake up and make a decision to get it done. The moment you are no longer willing to tolerate where you are,
Most powerful
everything
is he who
changes.
has himself in his own power.
Nobody's gonna be able to pull you out of the murky water, out of this muddy, bloody, painful, miserable place that you're in. You're gonna have to make up your mind. Enough is enough. I'm getting out of this place. And I got stuff to do. I've got a destiny to fulfill.
The greatest way to live with honor.
Are you willing to sacrifice?
Is to be what?
Are you willing to let go of some things? Are you willing to put the work in? Are you ready to be consistent? Are you tired of this version of yourself? Get over the pain. Get over the trauma. Get over the betrayal. Get over who left you. Get over who lied on you. Get over it. If you're gonna get it done, you've gotta get over it. Release the pain. Release the unforgiveness. Release the fear. If you're going to get it done, you're gonna have to eliminate all distractions and put your blinders on. I don't know what your goal is.
Hang on to your youthful enthusiasm.
Let the world reject you. Let the world close doors on you. Let the world tell you no. I'm just wondering, can you dig deep inside yourself? The future goes to the hardest worker in the room.
The man knows not to which
you have everything you need to get started. Stop waiting for the weather to change in your life. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop waiting for a handout. Stop waiting for everybody to believe in you and cheer for you and affirm you. Life knocked you in the mouth years ago and you haven't hit back yet. You hit back with determination. You hit back with focus. You hit back when you listen. You hit back when you are disciplined. You hit back with resilience. Get in the ring and hit back. It's time to get up and get back. Stand in the mirror and tell yourself, I've got a destiny to fulfill. It's simple, but it's not easy.
It is not
all
the
you
man
have
who has too little,
it's all you need.
but the man who craves more that
It's
is
the
poor.
start that stops most people. Start now.
Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. He who is brave is free. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person.
If all you want is success,
When
you
rise
will
in
not
the
have
morning,
it.
Think of what a
And
precious
so if all you want
privilege
is
it
the
is
success,
to
if
be
all you
alive.
want is a trophy, but you don't want a story, a process, if you don't want to be made into something, then you've already missed it. You've already failed. You've already tanked. And so once you get this, everything changes. What have been the biggest obstacles in your life? What has stopped you? What has hindered you? What has provoked you to get lazy?
When life pushed you down, when everybody said you are not enough, when you told yourself, I quit because I can't finish,
and you got back up the next day and kept going. Sacrifice is going to have to become your companion and no longer your enemy.
Since the beginning of time.
Too many of you think sacrifice is your enemy. Sacrifice is a curse word. Sacrifice is bad. I don't want to sacrifice. Well, guess what? You cannot have success without process,
Until
without
you have begun
sacrifice.
to go without them,
You cannot have it.
you fail to realize how unnecessary many things are.
Get up!
We've been using them
Wake
not because
up!
we need
There's always another level. And it's not about beating the man or woman that's standing in the room with you. It's about beating the man and the woman that's in the mirror. Can you do better than you? Can you do better than you did yesterday? That's all I want to ask you. Can you do better? This is the day. Come on, say this with me. This is the day I learn like I never have. This is the day I invest like I never have. This is the day I take it seriously. I got one window. I may not be here tomorrow. I see all things working for good. I see you stepping into everything that God has called you to do. I see you stepping into purpose and stepping into the plans that God already has laid out for you. This is your day. Get up and conquer your day. I'm just wondering, what are you going to do in this next 24 hours that you did not do? I'm just wondering if you're going to level up 2 millimeters more than you did yesterday. Are you going to get better? Are you going to get stronger? Are you going to get wiser? Are you going to pray differently? Are you going to see this thing differently? I'm just wondering, when are you going to see the power of 24 hours? I'm just wondering, when are you going to seize the opportunity? You can have journals full of dreams. You can have vision boards from your front door to your bathroom. But if you don't count up the cost of what it's going to take, and if you are not willing to pay that price, you cannot have your future. I want you to get this mentality in your head. Every day, you pay. You pay. Forget waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You may have to lose sleep for a week. You may get 2 hours of sleep in 7 days so that you can accomplish what it is that you've been destined to accomplish. What you were born to contribute to humanity. And so I know it hurts, and I know it's expensive. Everything you need to get to this next level is inside of you. There's always another level. Just stand up. I'm just wondering if you're gonna rise and see the opportunity. Rise. Rise above what they said. Rise above what happened. Get up. Get up. Get up. You've got a day to conquer.
Refusing to participate in politics.
I know you don't feel up to the task. I know you've got some doubt, and you've got some fear, and you've got some uncertainty, and you hate the image that you see in the mirror, and you hate the way your money looks and your relationships look, and people that you've given your all to keep walking out on you. I know you feel stuck in reverse. I know you feel like you're underpaid and undervalued and overlooked, but listen, get up! This is the day that everything changes. Get up! Rise and grind! Get up and get after it! Get up and get after it! You are here by design! You are listening to this talk by design! Get up and beat yourself from yesterday! I don't have time to walk in unforgiveness. I'm focused. I don't have time to think about who doesn't like me, who doesn't agree with me. I'm too focused. Get focused. Get focused. And you got two options. You can give up or get up. The measure of trauma and misery, it doesn't matter.
As it comes to squandering time,
if you are alive, you have another opportunity to begin again. And every day, every single day gives you that new opportunity. So if you don't have a to-do list, get a to-do list. If you haven't planned the day, start planning your day the night before. If you don't have a morning routine, get a morning routine. Start your morning with prayer and meditation. If you're not tracking your progress, start tracking your progress. If you don't have accountability partners, you need to get accountability partners. If you have not identified the roadblocks, if you have not identified the kryptonite, if you have not identified the hurdles, what has hindered your forward progress, identify those things. Get up and get after it.
As you grow up and as your world gets bigger, our minds can race. It can go fast.
Leisure without books.
But I want you to just
burial of a man alive.
Your life, your purpose, who you are, what you can achieve, it goes far beyond even what you can believe. Too often we're afraid of taking the first step. So often we're afraid just to begin to believe. I want you to see it in a different lens. I want you to begin to get excited to know that maybe some of the fears and maybe some of the uncertainties could be the greatest tool that you will ever have. I get it. A lot of times you may not know what your purpose is. A lot of times you may not know exactly what's around the corner. What do you want to do with your future and your life? I don't need you to have the exact details carved out, etched out, set in stone, but I need you just to begin to find a direction, to begin to find something that you're passionate about. Some of you, maybe it's music, maybe it's entertainment, maybe it's becoming a psychologist, a psychiatrist, maybe it's a counselor, maybe you want to start a company, maybe you're a fashion designer. I don't care what it is, but this is the place that I need you to take a moment. Pause.
In school,
what is it that lights you up on the inside? If you could do anything, that area in your life that honestly, that has like this rhythm that you would long to do with your life. You see, that place that's deep inside of you, that place is also where I think about the word of anxiety and depression. See, those areas, there's sometimes something that you were born to achieve, you were born to become, but we have fears that keep us, we have fears that stop us. And all I can say is, I don't have all the answers, but I know what's worked for me. Because for me, it's when I got to the place where I stopped caring and I found the courage to step into my story. I found the courage to be uncomfortable. Because uncomfortability is where real things change.
I need you to speak it one time. One time, that's it. I need you to say it one time. I need you to get it out of the atmosphere. I need you to say it so you can hold yourself accountable to what you said. Tell a friend so they can hold you accountable. But after you say it once, shut your mouth, go into the lab and get to work. Are you hearing me? Shut your mouth. Shut up. You didn't hear me say a million times I was going to speak for the NFL, but I'm in the NFL. You didn't hear me say a million times I was going to Australia. You heard me say it once, then I went in the lab and I got to work. Let me tell you something very carefully, because I'm tired of people calling me. I'm tired of people emailing me. I'm tired of people texting me and saying, E.T., it's not working, E.T. I'm grinding, E.T. I'm hustling, E.T. it's not working. Listen to me very carefully. You reap what you sow. Don't get it twisted. You reap what you sow. Now, if you don't see what you think you should see, understand that to grow a bush and to grow a tree, it take a little bit more time, boo. So yeah, you've been studying for 3 months, and yeah, you've been grinding for 1 year, and yeah, you've been hustling for 2 years now, and you're not seeing what you, but guess what? I told you before, you've been doing it for 2 years, but what were you doing the other 30 years? What were you doing the other 21 years? So it's gonna take time, but listen to me very closely. If you would get yourself in the lab, say it, write it down, look at it, but get in the lab, number one, and start working on it.
When you have an extraordinary mindset, you are determined to make the impossible possible. You are determined to make the unbelievable believable. You are determined to do more each and every day than that average person will do in a whole week. You are determined to do more in a week than an average person does in a month. You are determined to do more in a month than an average person does in a whole year.
Some of y'all, you lying to yourself. You say you want to be great. You say you want to get to the next level. You say you want to be dominant on that field. You say you want to go to the Final Four. You say you want to be a national champion. Listen to me. You say you want a promotion. You say you want to start your own business. But listen to me very closely. You talk too much. Shut up, get in the lab, and let's go to work. Go to work and do your work. Listen to me. Don't just go to work when you feel like it. Go to work every single day. Work on it every day.
I need you to put yourself in a position to shine. I need you to put yourself in a position to climb. I need you to put yourself in a position to redesign. I need you to put yourself in a position to redefine. And I need you to put yourself in a position to realign your alliance. If the people in your circle are average, we don't do average. We won't do average. I need you to have a CEO mindset. Champion energy only. You set them standards and you make each and every person that you come in contact with rise up to your standards. Do not drop down to their level. And that wasn't an average thing. See, average people get average results. But great people get great results when they take the necessary actions. I want you to picture this. Imagine trying to climb up a steep hill with somebody on your back. That's exactly what it is when you allow that average mindset to attack you. You're trying to go up, but you have this negative energy trying to pull you back down. Will you please stop trying to mix phenomenal energy with average energy? It doesn't work. You are allergic to average.
Listen to me. Don't keep calling me and telling me you're going to get on the dean's list. Do me a favor. Don't tell me you're going to be on the honor roll. Shut up. Go to work and show me.
Average people don't understand that. So when you tell them your come up goals, they're going to tell you exactly why they can't be achieved. Well, I tried that before. It didn't work for me.
Excellence is never
my cousin tried that before.
Always the result of high.
It didn't work for him. What does that got to do with you? But whatever you do, do not let that average enter into your system. This is a great day to win.
For 13 years now, I've overcame some of these crippling emotions because I found the courage to do one thing, and it was to begin to look and put things on the wall, and to look on mirrors, and to look on places and spaces, and to begin to put goals on my life, to begin to say, for me it was change the world. For me, it was beginning to understand that I don't know what it looks like. I don't always know what it means. But every single day, will I stop? Will I stop?
We are excellent. In fact, we achieve excellence by acting rightly.
Even though I don't fully understand. And will I begin to believe that I can do hard things? I can step into uncomfortable.
Musical innovation is full of danger to the state.
It may not be perfect.
For when modes of music change,
but every single day can I find a small win. Every single day can I just do the next thing. Too often we think of the big picture. We think of the details, and every detail has to be perfect.
You're my star.
Or maybe it's just moving in the direction.
I wish that
maybe it's just knowing that you can wake up and you can get out of bed, and that you can brush your teeth, and that you can do what you need to do to get to that first class, and just continue to have small wins. See, this is where we begin to take the deep impression, the depression, the anxiety, the paralyzing thoughts, and begin to take it one step at a time. One small choice to two small choices, one small win to two small wins. And when you begin to become consistent and just do the next thing, you can think your life is meaningless, or you can think that every choice I make has a ripple effect. Why? Because you have a purpose, you're unique, you're scarce, you're rare. Science proves that you're a one of one. You, right now, you're a one of one. See, your fingertips, your fingerprints, anything that I touch can always be identified as me. And anything that you touch can always be identified as you. There is no other you. If you're a one of one, that means you're rare, you're scarce, you're unique. The world puts amazing value on things that are rare, scarce, and unique. See, when you look at things in a different lens, in a different light, there's always a choice. There's a place where my life can be meaningless and everything that I do, why do I even try? Or there's a place where everything that I do has purpose and it matters. See, it's always which way will I see it? And what I'm saying to you is this. Depression no longer to me is something that works against me. Anxiety is no longer something that works against me. I've learned to see it as a tool. Because pressure, if it's not dealt with appropriately, it creates energy in this motion of something trying to get out. And if it doesn't find the right way out, that pressure can cause destruction and disaster. But pressure is also what's used many times. Pressure and energy and fire can create something of immense value. And so what I've learned to do when I think about the word depression, I can't help but think of the word the depths. I can't help but think of this word that has this inward feeling, this inward place. There's something deep inside of all of us. Depression doesn't have to be negative. Depression can be a tool that can help me learn that there's a place and a space for me to climb. That honestly, there are dreams and there are goals and there are things that you were born to achieve and that you were born to do. See, what helped me is to also find my why in my depression and in my anxiety. It's learning to step into uncomfortable. It's learning that coal, that fire, that ember, that pain, that trauma, that wound, that uncertainty, this place where I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of what they will think. I'm afraid of what they will say. It's learning to stop giving a care about any of those things, but understanding your why, understanding who you are, will be birthed, and you finding the courage to step into
friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit.
Is it fear that we need to let go of? Is it unnecessary stress? Come on, is it those unidentified triggers? What is it? What hobbies do I need to let go of? What people do I need to let go of? What opinions of people do I need to let go of? What's wasting my time? And so when sacrifice becomes your companion, it is only then that we can begin to step into the process of what is required to climb mountains. Everybody wants to get to the top of the mountain, but nobody wants to climb. Sacrifice is going to build me. Sacrifice is going to prepare me. I'm going to be equipped. I'm going to be conditioned. Destiny is haunting us, breathing down our next action. When are we going to step forward?
Gave them life.
When are we going to march into this thing?
The art of living well.
Michael Jordan has a $2 billion net worth. That's beautiful. But what was the cost for all of that? How did he win games? How did he win championships? How hard did he practice? How crazy was his faith? How many vacations did Michael Jordan have to turn down? How many parties did he have to walk out of? How many people had to be amputated out of his life? Everybody wants to celebrate the $2 billion evaluation of his enterprise. But it came at a cost. It came with some sleepless nights. It came with some long practices.
From the uneducated.
It came with a lot of no's. No, I can't do the party. No, I'm not going to do the drinking. No, I'm not connecting with them. No, I don't need that circle. No, it came with a lot of no's. It came with a lot of sacrifice. It comes with a lot of rejecting. It comes with a lot of awareness of what is not serving
who overcomes his desires. Than him who conquers his enemies.
Had a temperature of over 100 degrees and won the game over the Jazz in 95, a champion. But he sacrificed comfort. He sacrificed convenience. He had to sacrifice and reject the voices in his head that said, you're crazy, you're sick, you need to rest, you need to sit down.
The aim of art.
If I'm going to see success, I've got to define what sacrifices are required in order to step into it. I cannot have it. I will not see it until I've counted up the cost.
It is not enough to win a war.
You'll find yourself connected to 100 people that think they know what you should be doing to get where you're supposed to be. And so I've got to begin to shut the mouths of the people that don't know the cost, the price that I have to pay. You may have paid that, but I may not have to pay that price. I can learn from your mistakes. I don't have to fall down the same ditches you fell down. I don't have to flop down the same stairs you flopped down. That's your price. That's your cost. I've got another way. I've got a different mentality. I just may be a little bit more creative than you. I just may be a little bit more innovative. I just may have more faith than you. I don't have to fall like you fell. I don't have to hurt like you hurt. I can look up and get up. When did you get to the point where you snapped so easily? When you let go so easily? When you gave up so easily? I know what it's like to feel like, if I keep going, I'm going to waste my time. We all get to this point in our life where we ask ourselves the question, what have I held on to that should have been amputated?
We are what we repeatedly do.
Are holding on to something
is not an act,
that is familiar, and we are comfortable, and it has become our paradigm, our pattern, our way of life. And if we're honest, we can't see ourselves without this thing. I don't know what it is for you. Everybody's got a different thing, person, place, something that needs to be amputated out of our life, cut off, that's no longer serving us.
The unexamined life.
And so my question to you really is,
living.
I know you have your eyes on success, the end game, the trophy, but what conveniences haven't we let go
cannot
of
teach anyone anything
that have become cancerous to us? If we're honest, we should be able to write out a whole list of things that we're not doing, that we were destined to do, but our forward motion has been halted by something.
We need to change that internal dialogue. It's time to step into the shoes you were meant to wear. You see, tomorrow is not guaranteed. You could die today.
No man has
so what are you gonna do?
An amateur in a matter of physical training.
You're gonna spend another year complaining and blaming others for why you haven't achieved your true potential, or are you gonna finally take action? You see, it's nobody's fault that you aren't in the financial spot you want to be. It's nobody's fault that when you look in the mirror, you get depressed. It's nobody's fault that when you wake up and go to a job that you hate every day, you just want to crawl into a hole. It's yours. You are responsible for the life that you are currently living. And it's because you allowed life to beat you up and hold you back from achieving everything you've ever wanted. It's because you allowed the simple things that we need to do anyways, like look after our kids and go to the job, hold you back from trying to achieve anything else. It's time to wake up.
Don't tell God you want a lot when you overlook the little.
It is all within yourself.
I know people today who starve because they don't want no little job. I'm not doing no little job. Not realizing a little job.
Well, no.
A little job can give you a big opportunity.
Because it was within.
If you work, yeah, that's a good place to clap. You can clap for that. If you work at McDonald's, you better work that thing. If they put you on fries, you better get on fries, and you better be in there like, yep, it's Friday, yeah, it's Friday. No, it's not, it's Monday, no, it's Friday, yeah, it's Friday. And they're gonna say, oh my God, you're crazy. And they put you on burgers. You got to get on burgers. You got to be like, yeah, watch me flip, yeah, watch me, yeah, watch me flip, yeah, watch me, yeah, watch me. And they be like, yo, those guys. And then before you know it, they got you at the register like, yep, you want a number one? Yep, there's a number one right there. Would you like a number two? There's a number two. Have a great day. Would you like suicide? Have a happy meal. And they're like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, you're the manager. And you're like, yep, I need you over there. I need you on fries. I need you on burger. I need you at the register. Yeah, I need you to get that paper. Yeah, I need you. Yeah, you take a sick day. And then before you know it, you own 6 of those things. Why? Because you started with a little and you worked what God gave you and you elevated yourself to the top. Stop waiting for the big. God said, I gave you enough. Now use what you got. Don't tell me you want this stage and you can't stand at that door.
Become a man of value.
Don't tell me. No. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Before I ever stood on a stage, I cleaned one at an old Baptist church. When everybody left, I stayed vacuuming when nobody was there. That's how I got the microphone. I didn't get a microphone because I can talk the best. I didn't get a microphone because I can sing the best. I got a microphone because serving kept elevating me everywhere of my life.
You deserve to see what your life would look like if you gave 120%. Are you hearing what I'm telling you, baby? Listen to me very closely, right? You gotta get this. You deserve, right? You've been living 70%, 80%. We've been talking about it. And you're looking at the results, outcome, right? You reap what you sow. You're looking at the outcome of somebody giving 70%. Like everything you have, everything you are, everything you're doing, like it's 70, 80. And what I need you to do is I need you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, come on, quit, stop playing. I deserve to see what my life would look like if I gave 120%. Now,
stop making excuses. Stop justifying your laziness. Stop choosing mediocrity.
What you want.
Wake
Happiness
up!
Is wanting what you get.
Be better than who you used to be. Be better than who you are right now. Everybody else puts off everything until tomorrow, but not you. You are going to choose to be better today. You are going to push through the struggles and hardships that come up this year.
Don't do it.
You're going to grind until you are exhausted, until you feel like you have nothing more, and then grind harder to achieve more this year because you deserve it. It's time to set the standard for your family and be the example this year.
Revenge is not to be
This year, everything changes. It's time to level up.
On the other side of temporary pain,
accept
you
the
get introduced
things
to your
which
other
fate
self.
binds you, and love the people
We think
with whom
everything's
fate
permanent.
brings you
Because
together.
we think it's permanent, we make
But
permanent
do so
decisions based on
with all
temporary
your heart.
conditions.
I'm super proud of where so many of you are right now. But I don't let anybody settle. I don't want us to become complacent. Man, I want you to engage with you. I want you to start confronting you.
It's up to you to assemble yourself. You have to work on you.
What we do is we shackle our mind. We are a prisoner in our own mind. And this is all I can do. This is all I'm good at.
We really do believe it's further away. Like, we honestly believe this thing is like a 20-year thing. And so because we believe that, we keep it there and we miss out on these, possibilities in our life.
You have the power within yourself to change millions of lives by facing life, by facing yourself.
Most people go through life quietly and safely, tiptoeing to an early grave. Find out what it is you want and go after it as if your life depends on it.
You need to create a different relationship with pain.
The foundation of all strength is pain.
There's always going to be storms on the horizon if you've got the strength to out and out arrogance.